Yo, yo, yo. We're live. Gold just gave a quick buy there. It hit the low. Gold just came to the low. Anyone who was on my session last night talked about this. Just came to that low. 33.50 got tapped. We just touched this low here. Same thing happened 2 times in a row. My stream last night, I ran this down. This is why when I stream, watch what I go over. I went over last night, for instance, when we were live last night. Was it this session?
Easy buys after that candle. It didn't go up that much after, unfortunately, but it's still a good candle.
Oh, that was the night before.
You probably said like next.
Where was this session? Why is it not showing?
Confirmation.
Anyone was on last night? Oh, there it is. I was saying last night.
It hit perfect buy. That's when I called up market like, yo, this.
Literally, again, this is pretty spot on. Like, if you like, what the idea of price maybe coming there.
Yeah,
Here we go.
Try to come into that.
Literally, last night. This is last night. This is what I mean. Like, this is 12 hours ago. Like, I'm not always gonna be on the charts with you guys, you know, but like, pay attention to things I say. This is 12 hours ago, for example. Go look at the chart. I want you to go look at the chart. Because, like, to be able to do this play for play, it's like, takes years of practice. Like, so I'm not gonna be able to hit you guys up like, yo, you know, like, pay attention, you know? There's only so much clues I can give you. There's only so many clues and things and scenarios I could literally give you. Like, this was, I don't want to say 100% on point, but pretty on point. I literally said, oh, we could probably drop, or if we go up to 33.50, I was saying we can maybe come up to 33.50 area, have a move down to this low, which we just tapped into, which is giving buys.
There could be potentially rejection at 33.50.
I don't know if you hear that.
There could be potentially rejection at 33.50.
Literally.
Couple bounces, so there's like good trading opportunities there. Some bigger moves, some smaller. It looks like it's gonna try to come into that level maybe one more time. There could be potentially rejection at 33.50.
Buys are,
Yeah, that's what I see right now for gold. New York would have been good buys.
it's giving buy.
I
Like,
called
it
out
just
buys.
gave
Literally,
a
so
buy.
New York.
It just gave that buy.
So it might be that right there is one of the hard parts with most people in trading because it, you know, the market, a good move down.
There it is, right there. If you were up, like, I mean, it did come up. It literally tapped 33.50 on the dot. ran down. We just hit the low. We literally just hit the low. We just swept that low. We went underneath it, so we swept the low. We just swept this low. This thing could be trying to go up. Potentially. I don't know what you mean. Slow down my own sound. I'm just gonna talk. Hopefully you guys paid attention last night. I mean, fuck, if called out the buy. Like I said, man, the zone, this is why you just gotta learn how to map zones, find areas on the chart. Because I did say we could I literally even said, we'll probably come down to sweep that low. I even said on that session, there's a part where I'm like, we'll probably even come down to sweep the low in here.
Back down to the low, or even underneath the low.
I'm literally saying we'll probably come back down to sweep that low, maybe underneath the low. You know, so pay attention. Pay attention. If you could have caught the sell, pay attention. 33.50 on point. 33.50 got tapped. You're testing the low right now. It did get swept. This could be potentially setting up for buys. Potentially. Might pull back to like 33.20. Maybe there's like a bit of a pullback happening that kind of fits with the hourly. If you're looking at the hourly, maybe you can see what I see on the hourly. Maybe the hourly ends up closing bullish and you get a continuation. Maybe the hourly gives you like a bullish close and you end up getting some continuation, some rejection. But that was pretty on point. I mean, we're here right now at that low. It just swept underneath that low. Maybe coming back, looking like it's coming back to maybe trade inside of it, retest it. Basically where it was yesterday, 24 hours ago. Around the same time, 24 hours ago, the market was over here where I just circled. So potentially you're pulling back right now maybe to find some rejection. Might be a buy setting up. I'm going to take a buy on gold. Small position for the morning. I'll try to look for different entries, but I'm going to get in a buy. I'll keep my stop loss under the low. And just have like open targets, whatever. But I'm going to start entering buys. I'll keep my stop loss under this low and look for different entries. Maybe around 33.20. But I enter a small buy on gold. You could wait, see if this candle closes bullish. I want to see if it gives a bounce. But this area, yeah, basically for New York, I want to see if this low holds here. We just swept that low. Just ran down. I'd like to see between now and 10:30 if that low holds. I tried to come back all the way to this low. And just wick down. Grab liquidity. I'm going to enter a buy right now. On gold. I'm going to enter small buys today. Some small positions. Maybe it holds the low. Overall analysis, we'll be seeing if this low holds. It just had a big, fast, like liquidity grab. It's a fast move down. It's like it tried to come for this low over here. We could try to see if this area sticks. It just had a big bounce up. We could try to see. Yeah, like I said, it looks like it's going to pull back. Yeah. Might even. It's at 33.20. Like I said, it looks like it's going to pull back to 33.20. It's pulling back to 33.20 right now. Probably going to even maybe go a bit lower than 33.20, but it's testing this low. Ideally, in this situation, we'll want to see if that low to the left holds. So understand the trade setup. I want you guys to understand what I'm looking at here first, and it's in regards to what we were talking about last night. I'm trying to see if this low holds, if it sticks, if it gives any bounces back up. That's what we were talking about yesterday. Seeing if this would come down, bounce off the low. It just gave a quick reaction. But I've entered buys on gold. I'm entering more positions on it. I've taken a few entries. If this low doesn't hold, maybe over the next hour, then that'll be it. Trading, not gonna look for anything else. I've called out some good signals this week, some good setups. It's where it was 24 hours ago, so price is in the same spot it was 24 hours ago. If I want to see if it bounces out of here. I want to see ideally again, maybe over the next hour, 2 hours, if price can bounce out of here in the short term. Short-term trade, day trading, scalping style trade. See if we can get a bounce out of here. If this low to the left, I'm going to put an arrow at it, can hold. We just swept underneath it right here. So potentially the market could be trying to set up for a reversal or a bounce here. Maybe back up. We'll see. We'd have to wait. You know, maybe it could happen sooner or later, or if it doesn't happen in the next hour, 2 hours, hour or two, then I don't think it's going to happen in 5 minutes. I think it might take 30 minutes to an hour to at least give us some movement. You could treat it as scalping if you get in buys and they go in profit, because you'll probably get you might get some bounces here. You could treat it as like a scalping setup. If you get in buys and you get like blue profits, if you get a good bounce, good reaction over the next 30 minutes to an hour. Let's see how this hour does, because the last one rejected wick, grab liquidity. We want to see if this hour can reject, or the 30-minute, last 30-minute went down, went up. Hourly wick. Let's see what the 4 hour looks like. 4 hours. 5 minute. Can this 5 minute go up? If this 5 minute can hold all this, that would be beautiful. 1 hour looks in a decent spot, like it could be setting up if that low to the left holds. Anyone who's already been buying, just buy buyers up here. Wasn't the best place like to be looking for buys, but there was some movement up there too. Like I was like, I wanted to get in buys because I thought price would push up, but I'm like, I'm gonna chill. Sells look like they could happen. I was like, I knew it could have went up more, and I was like, I was like, I'm gonna chill. If I want buys, I'm gonna let it drop. I'm gonna let it come down. If I'm looking for that buy, I'm gonna let it give me a decent drop at least, Even if it goes up, I'm like, I'm not gonna FOMO into it, not chase it, let it go up, let it do its thing. 33.50 was right there. Let's see if we get any like pushback here. Maybe some bounces. You could treat this like a scalping trade or maybe a day trade, couple hours, not long. Depending on how it goes. Like yesterday's daily was bullish. Yesterday had a blue candle. Yesterday was bullish. Anyone that was already looking for buys would have just got stopped out on that wick. Liquidity grab there. Anyone who bought here would have got stopped out probably. Nah, and it could try to recover, bounce back up. Anyone who would have bought up here, it would have probably been. This would have definitely, if you were holding buys, this would have probably made you close your trade or stop loss hit. Yeah, this area could hold. Like the low, it's in a place maybe over the next hour. The low could potentially hold. I took small. I got small entries on it right now, like small entries, nothing big. I have small entries. I'm literally floating like literally. I got some small entries on this thing. Might bounce here. Let's see what we get. We might get a bounce. Maybe like a bounce. Bounce would be nice. Bounce for us. Bounce, baby. Give us a bounce. Give us a bounce. We need bounce. That's all. We're just asking for a bounce, you know? We're just asking for a little bounce. We're not asking for much. We're not asking for much. My handshake. We're not asking for much. We're just asking for a little bounce, you know? Just a little bounce. So we can all go back to bed. Yeah, I think, oh yeah, I'm on public right now. I've been staying up. Man, I've been barely getting sleep. It's so messed up. I gotta fix my life. I gotta fix my life. I say. These charts, these crypto, Bitcoin's been, mamma mia, let me tell you. I was down $800,000. Now I'm only down $230,000. Woohoo! I was down like 830K when Bitcoin hit 98,000. It fixed my life. We're just asking for a bounce here, folks. Maybe a bounce. It's trying to bounce. we probably need an hour. If it's gonna give us we probably need some time. So I'll probably give those little bounces, fluctuations down, up a bit. Probably need a good little hour or so till if it's gonna like move. If this candle's gonna go like blue. I'd say, yeah, stop loss below this low. If the daily flips, like if the daily holds bullish, this thing could go far. If the daily holds bullish, yesterday was a daily. Yesterday's daily was bullish. Yeah, like yesterday, silver's going on. Yesterday had, it's interesting. Yesterday I had a bullish candle. Today went up, but now it's pulled back. It's like support here on the daily. If this daily can flip, that'd be interesting. But right now, it's just like the hourly is setting up. Right now, it's like we could see a good setup on the hourly. That low. We need a pump. Just need a bounce. We're just trying to get a bounce here, guys. If it goes strong enough over the next hour, then it's like we could target farther. We have like open target or try to target farther. Trying to see what this does maybe for the next 30 minutes to hour for New York, you know. Bitcoin, what's Bitcoin at? 107. Back down we go. Maybe back down we go. Bounce. We just want to bounce. The hourly, it has 50 minutes left on it. So, yeah, it needs that time to push, I think. Even the next hour. If this hour closes bullish, if this hour is strong enough, then next hour could go up. This hour closes, so we're getting a little bit of a bounce right now. Let's see. They're just bouncing. This candle is trying to close, figure itself out. The dollar's down, eh? What's dollar at? The dollar is the lowest it's been since March 2022. Yeah, this is the lowest the DXY has been since March 2022. Pretty much like February, March of 2022. This is the lowest we've been since then. Since Donald Trump has stepped into office, the dollar has fallen. A cheaper dollar to work with. And rate cuts haven't even started yet. Take that into consideration. Rate cuts haven't even started. And the dollar's low already. It's already low. Rate cuts haven't even began. Yeah, dollar's been dropping the last few days. Pretty much all week the dollar's been dropping here. Whereas gold also dropped, consolidated. We'll see. That's all I see for gold this morning. Maybe this hourly sticks. We did get a liquidity grab. So signs like this, maybe even just waiting for these things, like lows, they're gonna happen around key lows. Most people are gonna be buying at support. So there's like support up here that didn't hold. You can see the market, this low here is like a magnet, but look at the wick that gets created there. So that wicks like that are like liquidity grabs. Anybody who had a trade there, you know, like judging on the size of it, you know, might have got stopped out or closed a trade, judging on the size of it, depending on where they were in. You know, maybe you were buying at 33.25, thinking 33.25 was gonna hold, and you bought right when price got there, and then it did this. You can see it trades into this low, and it's technically still holding the low. Technically still holding that low, so I think for the next 2 hours the plan would be, let's see if we can hold this low, bounce out of it. Looks like it's trying. It is trying. Silver doing? Silver kind of pumping up the last couple. 4 hour looks a little sketchy. give us a bounce. Maybe back to 25. Where's 25? Gold is where it was. So yesterday. Well, wait, yeah, yesterday. Tuesday was here. Yesterday right here. Make it yellow. Yesterday, 24 hours ago exactly. The market's trading where it was trading exactly 24 hours ago. The same time. These candles right here. This is 9 a.m. 10 a.m. Same time as yesterday. 9 a.m., 10 a.m. 9 a.m., 10 a.m. 9 a.m., 10 a.m. We're at the same time and same price we were exactly 24 hours ago. But we also took out that low. That's important. That happening. Important characteristic behavior. We're getting the bounce. We're getting a bounce. If you like scalping, you could scalp it. If you're trying to go for the swing, you need to hold for this hour and the next. And then that could maybe get you a swing. Holding for 2 hours could probably get you a good swing. If you're looking to scalp, you could scalp it, get out, pip and dip anytime you want. I did say I was buying down here. You could scalp it if you want. If you're trying to get like a bigger target, you'd have to see this has 44 minutes left on it. You'd have to hold for this candle and the next and see if it kind of does what it did yesterday over here. Unless this hour is generous enough to just rip up like crazy. Like I said, you might be able to get some scalping exits on it. Overall, I want to see if that low holds. What time is it right now? 10:16. Gold just gave coconut pips. Yeah, it just bounced. Like I said, it's probably gonna bounce, fluctuate. It needs some time. I get it. Those types of moves, when something's setting up, you'll get like you could get, or even when you're entering a trade, like you could get price movement up and then it comes back close to the entry, relatively to it, or even to the entry. When you're entering a position, like prices can move like that, go up, come back. So it needs some time till it gives. If it's gonna give like a stronger move, it's gonna need maybe an hour or two. If it's gonna give a stronger move out of this zone, I just tried to there. You could see, but it pulled right back. Even times like where that happens, there's times where I take trades and it goes quickly into profit, get out and try to reposition. Like big moves like swing trades too. You don't always have, if you're looking for swing trades or bigger moves in the market, you don't always have to like, you could scalp into them. Like if you see what gold just did, it spiked up a bit and came right back to the down more. So even when you're taking a trade or in a trade, positioning for like a bigger move, we like to call it scalping into a move. Like the market often will bounce, will fluctuate with price. So oftentimes when you're getting into a trade or you take a position where it goes into profit and then it comes back to your entry, the market, you'll notice the more you take trades over time, it may give you opportunities to reposition yourself for the same trade. Meaning you can get in a trade, take it. A lot of times you can take a trade, it'll go in profit, close, try to see if in a short period of time it comes back to the entry you had. The market will give you those opportunities. We could have just done it. We could have just closed when it went up that little spike and then just re-entered. That's usually what I do when I'm trading by myself, but talking a lot going on right now. It's usually what I'll do. Naturally, I'll just do that. because it's something I've done so much. So I do it naturally. You'll wait for 33.15. It might not give you 33.15. You can wait though, yeah. Like it might not give you that if this candle closes bullish. But you can watch. I was on point last night. If you're in my inner circle, you could have had the sell. There was a sell, and then this buy, like anticipation, forward thinking. That's what I mean. Like a lot of it's reading price, reading candles, where structures are, where we came from, where we could go. It's not a lot of people like trading's not like always like step 1, step 2, step 3. I don't hate, but like it's like people who trade like that miss so much points of the market. Like yeah, like we're just in the zone. Nothing exciting right now. If it holds, it holds. 33.15, it came to there. That could be a good price. 33.15, 33.20 area. Yeah, if it comes back to there. That low, I don't know if it will, but it might try to. Like it's tried a couple times to spike above. But yeah, that whole area is a decent area that we could reject out of. If we don't, then it's like it's only set up for the morning right now. I tried to even come back to here. Like it tried to come into this low over here. It's Thursday. I've called out some trades this week in my Discord. I've called out, for those of you guys in my inner circle, I called out perfect buy at 3,300 the other day. Literally, well, at 10:30 Tuesday morning at 10:30 in the morning, I called out that buy right at literally 3,300, 3,305 area. That was a great trade. We had that. Literally, we had 2 really good trades this week. 3, well, like good analysis and trades. This trade was good. It almost hit TP3. This was a good trade. Literally, that trade was on point. Like that was the entry I called out. I even said 33.48. I said 33.55, 33.48. This thing went up to like here. There were some good trades this week. Like, so remember it's Thursday. I've called out some trades. I'm not looking to call it a lot of trades. This is like one of the last setups maybe for the week. We'll see what's maybe tonight or tomorrow, but there's been good trading. There's been good trading moves for the week as well. We've hit some good trades this week. So we hit this. We hit this. I talked about even the other night. I talked about the sells the other night. There were those sells. That went down. There are some good trades this week, so not looking for it being Thursday. Not looking for a bunch of setups for the rest of the week. This and maybe one more. That's maybe about it for the week. This, see if this sticks. Maybe over there. Like I said, hour or two. Like I said when I got in it, I said I'm gonna give it like 2 hours, Matt. 1 to 2 hours, see what it does. If it doesn't do anything in that time, then maybe I'll discard it, judge the market, got my risk set. But yeah, it's been a good week. I've been on point this week, analyzing things for you guys all week. There's only so much things I can analyze all the time and be correct and be this. Sometimes I'm wrong. 33.50 would have been a fire sell. I called the buy at 3,300 that morning. That was Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning had good buys. Right here. They gave a buy Tuesday morning. They gave a buy Wednesday morning. Maybe this morning, Thursday morning, we'll see. Yeah, actually, Interesting. It did give a, it gave a buy. If you notice, this candle is Tuesday. That's the buy I called that at 3,300. Yeah, I might come to 3,315. Someone said they're waiting for that in the chat. It's coming in the. It's still in the low. Like price is going down. I'm not worried. It's still in the low. It's testing the low. So I'm gonna probably hold it for. Like I said when I entered it, I'm gonna see what happens over the next hour, the next 2 hours. Like I'm not stressing out that it's going down. I went light risk. Like I said, I'm light risk on this one. It's still trading in the low. Yesterday morning, Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning brought buys at this time. So I want to see if over, again, like I said, when I entered it, 2 hours, if nothing happens over 2 hours, and maybe discard the trade. That means it might be trying to go for that low further, and it's like we just have to look for another setup. But like I said, like this and one more setup maybe for the week. Like if this one doesn't hit, this will be the first setup that doesn't hit this week. For those that have been following me, those of you guys in my inner circle, I have my inner circle. Everybody asks me for signals on a daily basis. The only place I send signals is inside of my inner circle. That is the only place you will get my actual. If you want, guys, I'm buying right now, signals, that is only inside my inner circle. Okay? I'll come on YouTube, do live analysis and stuff, but trade signals only inside of my inner circle. I don't do that for free. That's like literally a job. So yeah, if you want my signals, all my markups, that's inside my inner circle. All my analysis, all my trade ideas, that's inside of my inner circle. So this would be, if this one doesn't hit, this would be like the first one that didn't hit this week for me. Everything's been pretty on point this week. Let's see. We gotta see if the low holds, guys. That's why I explained the trade before I even entered it. Like this low, talking about this low. If you don't understand, you don't have to enter it. Just learn. There's plenty to learn here on a daily, weekly basis. If you don't understand what we're doing, because there's a lot of people who understand what we're looking at here. So if you don't, take your time to learn. Take your time to learn. There's a lot we go over on a daily, weekly basis here. Every month, every week, every day. So if you don't understand why we're looking at what we're looking at, then you don't have to take the trade. You can stay patient, learn. Some of you guys know why I'm looking at what I'm looking at here, so it makes more sense to some of you than maybe others. If you don't understand what we're looking at yet, then keep learning, keep learning. But yeah, overall, guys, wanted to see if the low hold. I'm sticking to my plan from last night. I'm just following my plan. Those of you guys that were here last night, I talked about sells at 3,350. Wanted to see if we could come down, test this low. So right now, what are we doing? Testing the low. Right now, we're testing the low. That's all we're doing. We're testing the low. I want to see if we can hold it. If not, trade your plan your trade your plan. That's it. It's nothing. It's nothing more than just that, to be honest, for today. Some of you guys caught sells at 3,350. That's what I say when I do analysis sessions, guys. Like yesterday's stream was 2 hours and 30 minutes. I'm not just sitting there talking. Like I'm on the charts for 2 hours and 30 minutes going over the chart. Like, pay attention to some of the things I say, because I don't even go back to every session and say, yo guys, look what happened. But I could do that most sessions. this week, last week too. Like most weeks I could go back and be like, guys, did you pay attention to this and see this? Yeah, low's looking tricky right now. It's at 3,315. So one of you guys said you were gonna wait for that. It's at a good entry. It's still, again, in the low, guys. The analysis here for the day is seeing if this low can hold. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. If you like the trade, you like it. Maybe you saw what I saw coming into the session. It's either the low holds for the day or it doesn't. If it doesn't, I'm not going to look for another trade. I've had a good trading week. Signals were on point this week. You could have, that buy I called at 3,300, you could have held that till break even. It's almost trying to come back. That's where I would see if this low doesn't hold, it's going to try to come back to the previous low. I'm not going to take a trade if it goes there. I'm going to leave it as it is and maybe look for one more setup tonight or maybe going into tomorrow. It's Thursday. We've called out some trades too, guys. Like, it's Thursday. I've called out some trades this week. Analysis. So, you know, tone your week too. We might look for one more setup this week. Like, for those that have been following all week, there might be one more setup after this one. If not, then that's the week. Like, there's going to be, it's this setup. We'll see how this goes. If this low holds. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But after this one, for those that have been following this week, it's maybe one more setup to look for this week. Maybe just one more setup to look for. Because we've had a pretty on point week. Pretty on point. And you can only be so on point for so long, for the whole entire week or the whole entire month or whatever it is. You're not, this might be that first little trade that doesn't hit this week, as we can see. This might be the first one that doesn't maybe respect the analysis. We'll see over the next hour. So maybe after today, there's one more setup. Maybe after today. And every trade I called this week was pretty on point. This trade, I got out early too. At 3,300, literally 3,300 on the dot. I got out of that when it hit like 3,320. And then obviously it kept going up more. But I had more entries before that. This was a big trade. Same time as right now, actually, 10:30. And when I bought this, it was like 10:30 in the morning on Tuesday, which is like right now. So where the market was, the last couple of reversals that happened was between like 9 and 11, 9 and 10. So again, if this doesn't reverse between now and like 10, 11, then it's usually the time where the market gives us reversals, but we're not getting that right now. Yeah, market's going down. You guys don't gotta tell me it's going down. I know, I can see my trades. I can see my open trades. Don't worry. You guys don't gotta tell me it's going down. I know. I could see that. I could look at my trades right here and see like, oh, I'm in the red. What do you? I could see. I could see, guys. Again, I went light risk on this one because it's been a good week. I've been on point this week. Don't want to ruin the week. I'm gonna say the same thing I said 10 minutes ago. For those that are saying it's going down, it's still in the low. So again, analysis for the day one more time. It's either going to hold or not. This low right here, I'm going to mark it with an arrow. All right, I'm going to mark it with an arrow. Right here. You see this one? That low's either going to hold or not. All right. You can see it went for a liquidity grab at it. I explained this before I entered the trade. Right. So either that low's going to hold or not. That's the same thing I said a bit ago. It could. Notice I'm just calm, controlled. It could hold. If it doesn't, it is what it is. So our risk management's key. We've had a good week though, guys. We've had a good week. I've been on point all week. So this is the first trade we're running into that's not going our direction. This is the first setup this week since Sunday, Monday. For those that have been plugging in, I'm watching the analysis in the community. We've been on point. Even this trade, this was on point as fuck. Go study that. I know. Looks like, yeah, this might be the first trade of the week that doesn't go good. That's why so tomorrow we might look for, tonight or tomorrow, maybe one more setup if this one doesn't hit, but it doesn't have to be. I've still had a good week. If this setup doesn't hit, I'm not edging to find another setup. Depends on what the market shows. The only reason I'm trading this setup is because I'm trading my plan, and I like what I see. So again, guys, you're in the low. Like, not much more to say. You're in the low. Someone just texted me saying they're wow, just got a funny text message. Same thing, still in the low. I'm gonna take another entry on gold at this low. Right, meow. Yeah, I just took another entry on gold at the low. It's still touching the low, so like I said when I entered, I want to see maybe what happens over the next hour or two. I'm giving myself a time. See if what happens over the next hour or two. Remember when I entered it, I was saying, okay, let me see, maybe over the next hour or two. It's still in that low. It did hit. Someone said that if you 30 something 15, just tap that. Bum bada bum bada bum. Chilling. You don't gotta tell me price is going down. I know it is. Someone messaged me. You guys might not be able to see it. I think they put it so I can only see it. Because their username's not showing. They're on private. Someone's private messaging me in the chat. I can't even see your username. Can you do? You can have no username here on YouTube? What the heck? I like it still. I mean, still at the low. I know gold, it can always do fast movement like this where it rebounds. It's an interesting character, gold is. Still in the low. Again, if that low doesn't hold, we already liquidity sweep the low. Same low. So look at the times. Look at the time. Same time as yesterday. It's doing, we just need 10 a.m. We need the next 22 minutes to finish strong. If in 22 minutes it can go back to how it was in the beginning of the candle, then I think we're good. If this candle can finish stronger, then I think we're good on it. There's 22 minutes on this candle. It's a tight one. It's becoming a tight one here. I took another entry on it. I have a few entries. When I enter a trade, the thing with me is like when I enter a trade, I don't enter a full position at one price. I don't just put full position stop loss. I put a portion of that position, maybe 10%. I'll usually scale in like 10% of a position, not risk. Like if I'm trading with one standard lot, I don't just put one standard lot at one price. I don't do that. It's not how I trade. I don't trade like that. I'll put 10% of it at one price. I'll put a 0.1. And then if the market goes against me a little bit or I find a better price, I'll put another 0.1. So I have 20% of the trade. And I'll scale and scatter different entries within a zone, within an area where I see a setup where I see price could potentially react. I don't just put the full position size at one price point. I'll put it at different price points. This is called twin trading. It's something I'm used to. It's a way I naturally trade. Not everyone trades like it. Not everyone can. Not everyone understands it. But it's how I've always traded. I learned about it when I first started trading, and I've always traded like that. So I don't personally like put a full position at one price. I will scale in. This allows me to cut losses earlier sometimes, take smaller losses at times, because I'm not fully in the position yet. I scale into the position just in case. Like right now, I don't have a full position like I normally would. Like I've scaled in a bit, but in scenarios that can be beneficial if the market goes against me and I'm wrong, or I'm early, or the trade doesn't go right. Maybe at times I don't even have the full position in, and I can just take a loss, a smaller loss, a quicker loss. But when I trade, I won't enter a full position and put my stop loss risk. Like, I don't do that. I do not do that. I'll put small entries, small positions that add up to a bigger position if I get to, in an area. If I'm trading with one standard lot, for example, if I'm trading with one standard lot, I'm not going to put one standard lot at one price. I'm going to put a 0.1. I'm going to put maybe a 0.1 at another price. This is how I trade. It's called twin trading. I've always traded like this. It's personally how I like to trade. Personally how I do things. So when I put positions, I'm not putting, again, a full position at one price or right when I enter. When I enter the market, my whole risk is not put in at that moment. When I take a buy or a sell, my full risk is not put in the market right away. So yeah, I could have a stop loss, but the stop loss really isn't the full stop loss yet. Or the risk isn't fully in. So I can gauge the risk over time and manage this trade and see how the market's going. Maybe get a better entry price like right now. I have an entry at like 33.20, 33.21, and I have a few here. So that's how I've always traded, personally. I just explained why. Well, I just explained why, because again, I'm not putting the full risk at what. Okay, so you got to understand the difference between a price and an average price. So, okay, let's say this line represents where you're entering. And you put one full lot. There you go. You're in one full lot. That's it. That's the only price you have. You have to put your stop loss there. You can't get any other price. There's your price. Okay? It's one full lot in at the price. It makes... I just explained why. All right. Instead, I'm putting a 0.1. So I don't have one lot in, the full lot in the moment I enter. Price most likely is going to give me a better entry point. Like in this case. Let's say this line represents the price. I'm still going to get to that one lot, or maybe half a lot, a 0.6, a 0.8, but just at different prices, maybe at just different entries, right? I'll put another 0.1. Because if I'm willing to put it's not different trades, it's the same trade. It's the same trade, it's the same trade, it's the same trade. Some of you guys are confused. It's the same trade. It's not different trades. It's the exact same position. Because if I was willing to put one lot at one price, instead I'm just spreading out that one lot in an area. It's the same trade. It's not different trades. I'm not risking 5% each position. Because if I was going to put one lot with a stop loss, that would be whatever it is, right? Whatever the stop loss is on that one lot. I could, scale in different 0.1s around an area, like an area of price. Now I have 0.3 in the market, but maybe let's just say this is 33.20. It's the same trade. It's not a different trade. Some of you are confused. It's the same exact trade. Let's say this is 33.15. Maybe this is like 33.18. Versus just one entry at one price, one full entry at one full price. So if the market comes down, let's say, and then it goes up, all entries are in profit, right? It's the same trade. It's the same exact trade. It's the same position. You're building like an average price. Ooh, yeah. Come on, baby. Go for us. We need profits this morning. I need to buy milk. Okay. I don't drink milk. I haven't drank milk since... Damn. I don't even remember. Last time I drank milk. I gotta really... when I came... I was like... This would have been like when I was like 20 years old. I haven't drank milk in years. I said, fuck that shit. Fucking milk. I don't drink milk. That shit's gross. I don't drink milk. I haven't drank milk in years, yo. I think the only people who should be drinking milk are like infants and babies. Babies and infants. Babies. Infants and babies. Babies. Animals. Baby animals. Baby animals, like even animals don't drink milk after a certain age. Like baby animals. Animals don't drink milk. After a certain age, animals stop drinking milk. I don't like milk. Like it makes me throw up. Screw up. Fucking, I gotta get groceries. That's what I meant to say. I'm joking. That was a joke. Fucking milk. Come on, gold. So yeah, it's like it scales in the risk slower. I have different entries on gold. I have like 33.21, 33.20, 33.18, 33.16. They just came down quite a bit. So I scaled a few different entries on gold. I'm gonna hold them and see if price can bounce and hold that low. But instead of like, if you enter, you're kind of limited too. You might like you have that full position. It's like okay. At times, I like doing this because at times it might be like better for the risk. Like the full risk isn't in. Like if you're gonna take a trade and you're like, I'm gonna risk $1,000 on a trade or $2,000 on a trade, whatever, and you put your trade. That's coming back down. I'm watching. Yeah, I'm watching it. The moment you put your trade, that risk is in. Basically, like a stop loss also doesn't mean like a stop loss isn't something you have to hold until it gets hit. That's maybe like the point, your maximum risk. Like you don't always have to hold your trades until your stop loss. Your stop loss is just like that's my maximum risk. If the trade goes there, that's the max I'm willing to risk on this trade or the max loss. Whether it's 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%, 5%. I'm usually like a 5 to 10% risk type of person. I don't risk 1 to 2%. So I'm usually like a 5 to 10% type of risk, depending on my account size. Even up to 20%, depending on the account. Yeah, like the low's still holding, little bugger. We'll see. We might need, like I remember when I entered, I said we might need like an hour or two, like 2 hours. It's looking like closer to that 10:48. We would need in 12 minutes this to close above 33.20. If this could close above like 33.19, 30 and 20 and 11 minutes, that would be great. It's creating wicks at the bottom. Yeah, guys, might be just like a little set and forget. Give it some breathing room. I might jump off in like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Give it some breathing room. Just eyeballing it. If it can close above 33.19, 33.20 in the next 10 minutes, that's really good. Because then the candle would most likely be blue if it does that. If it closes above 33.20, it would be blue from the looks of it. It needs to get above 33.20. Well, bugger. Let's create some wicks. There's 10 minutes left on this candlestick. Mm-hmm. 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 Silver's going up. So is Bitcoin. Euro USD is fucking skyrocketing this week. Silver's going up. Mm-hmm. We need gold to look like silver on the 1 hour chart. Mm-hmm. Go up. I'm entering another position on gold. YOLO. Because fuck it. It's who I am. Well, folks, there's 9 minutes left. It's still holding the low. Euro USD went up like crazy this week because dollar. Bitcoin. Last hour. Yo, gold. Can gold do that? Even if gold, look at silver. Silver's even moving better than gold this morning. Like silver's finding fucking buys and gold's just like silver found buys. Look at silver the last 2 hours. Look at silver's candles the last 2 hours. Even silver's going up. Like, come on. Fucking Ethereum. Bitcoin's fucking pumping the last hour. Silver's even going up the last 2 hour. Look at the last 2 hour on silver. What a life, what a world. What a world. Silver's doing better than gold right now. Look at silver's price action. Devastating. Look at silver's going up. Look at silver. I don't like that. I don't like that. Fucking gold. I was going there. Silver's looking interesting. Silver's looking weird. Silver's pumped up the last kind of hour. That's what we wanted gold to do. This is kind of what this is what I want gold to do so far this morning. I mean, it's 10:56. See like how silver's moving? This little push up rejection. Gold's in a place where we could have got this type of, you know, more of like a push up. Gold's in a spot like you just saw. 33.20 tried to recover above that. Would have been nice if we closed bullish there. We're creating wicks here. Hard part now is we're creating those wicks. It's showing rejection, but it didn't close bullish yet. It's giving rejections here. So it's still holding the low. In less than 3 minutes, this thing flies back up. Then it would be like a rejection candle. Confirmation. Still in the low. Basically what I was looking for this morning was it to like push up, close solid, give us like a push up like this off the low. So far it hasn't done that, but with it being like 10:57 in the morning, there's still time for it to react. $33.15 would have $33.15 held. And it went back to 33.20 there. If it can close bullish, like how the candle was a couple minutes ago when it was coming back to 33.20, if it can close like that, like get a bullish close the next candlestick, then I think it'll swing up more. Yeah, it was looking like it was only like gave us that scalping reaction this morning, but trying to see again still if those lows could hold. Still like the setup, still like the way it looks. Milk. Yo. Yeah, I like to put smaller lots. I like to put smaller than go like all in at once. Like break down a position, get like an average price. It helps, especially when the market makes like gold. The thing I like about gold is it'll usually come back like to your entry or give you that sort of reaction. So it helps like kind of spreading some entries in an area. I like to look at areas, so candlesticks help for that. You can kind of like gauge a price area that you're gonna enter in, not just one price. Like let's say you find a price, you're like, I like this price. Maybe you're like 30, maybe it's like 33.20 I want to buy. Let's just say it was 33.20. Let's just say that. It's like you could use candles as areas. Like you use this candle and see like, okay, there's an area there that, you know, that low the market could react in. It can help at times when like the market's trading like this and you have like maybe different entries. Maybe you have an entry here, and then when it makes that move, like when it actually makes that move, it's like everything's in profit. Gold will do that a lot. It'll give you those movements. It'll give you like those bounces, strong reactions. Instead of just like, okay, one entry, maybe like if one full entry's in price here and it's just like, you know, you have to hold it until your stop loss or close it, reposition. It was like, I could have one entry, small entries in an area. I like to do it. Kind of looks like if I like look, see here, I was buying between 33.05 and 3300. This is a big trade. This is an $8,000 trade. Stop loss was 32.90. I had a big, yeah. So this is a big trade. This was me, high risk. This is Evan Cabral. This is Evan higher risk type of thing. This is a big trade. This is at $1,820 in profit. When it went up more. It went up to like 20. I went up here and then I closed it. That was a fucking big trade. That one was a big one. Like here, I'll show you. This is, look at, I don't have that many entries, but these are 0.25s. I should have had a couple lower ones, but gold it'll usually come back. Like it'll usually like spring back to your entries. Like right now, for instance. See? There's a sell I caught too. See sells? It's not just at one price. See how my sells are between 26 and 30 up here. Like see how there's multiple sells catching different prices. But realistically, if you add those, it's like about a standard lot. There's about a standard lot right there. If you add those. If you were to add it all together, it's between like 33.26 and 33.30. You can see a bit above 33.30 right there. That, if you add these together, it's a standard lot. Maybe like 1.15. If that makes sense. Oh, who's fighting? Is there fighting words in the chat? Is there fucking Yo, we got 130. We had 480 people on today, and we got 30 views. What's going on? 30 likes. I mean, not 30 views. 480 views, 30 likes. You guys don't like me. See, it'll come back. So if you had, like, imagine just having one entry, and it's like, okay, that one entry would just be kind of squeezing into profit right now, yeah. But it's like, okay, boom, boom, boom. Maybe a few entries that build up to that same entry size position. Rejection, wick rejection, wick rejection, right there. Wick rejection, wick rejection, wick rejection, wick rejection. There, we got wick rejection. Silver. Can we do what silver's done the last 3 candles? Like shit. Silver last hour, last 2 candles, I mean. It's on the 3rd one right now. Look at silver last 2 hours here. Little bugger. Gold last 2 hours. Mamma mia. We're getting this movement here now. Close above 33.26. Four-hour wick. We need the 1 hour to solidify itself here. 4 hour has like a wick on it. I'm looking at it right now. At the bottom. Come on, you bugger. Kind of looks like accumulation here. Head and shoulders. Would you call that a head and shoulders? Kind of there. But then we just took that out. We just touched that low. We need this to push up. It's 33.20 if that hourly. Because then like the 4 hour is not so much. The 4 hour. Look at the 4 hours. Look, it's the 4 hours starting to look interesting with the wick. An hour and 54 minutes left on the 4 hour. This one. It's interesting wick forming here. Same time as yesterday. I'm looking at this candle here. Seeing how that went above, closed above here. 33.20. We need a good candle to push above 33.20 if we're gonna get more movement up. We need a good, like you could see to the left here yesterday, same time as yesterday, literally 24 hours ago. About 24 hours ago, same kind of relative, same price, same time here. We would need this to kind of, like it's trying to do that from the looks of it. It could create that same sort of push that it did yesterday. If it holds. If you get into profit, you could treat it as scalping. It's taking a little longer than I thought. I said, what did I say, like 2 hours. So that was, when we talk, I guess it's going to that 2 hour range, I said, realistically. I did say it could be even like 2 hours, remember? So it's going close to that 2 hour range. Might be longer than 2 hours then. Because this, yeah. Like you could treat it like scalping. I know I said maximum like 2 hours. Like if you get into profit, you could scalp it. If you got lower entries especially. If we look to the left, what I see is like this candle here. Trying to get that clean breakout. We need to break above, kind of like what it did here. That could happen. The low's still holding. Remember the low? The low's still holding. I'm tired. I'm joking. I'm not tired. I'm restless. Go up. Bounce. Bounce. Please. Thank you. Thank you. Yay. Well, it's going. Look at silver. Silver's up. Look at silver last 3 out. Like, you know, look at silver's candles. XAG. Silver's. Huh. We need gold to look like that. Bro, if gold looked like that, I'd be up a bag right now. Silver's moved interesting this morning. Yeah, even silver went under here. Yeah, gold recovered. We're back. I don't know if any of you guys, let me know. You could have caught some low. That's why I like, this is the thing about gold is it'll set up and it'll be like the right setup. Can give you earlier entries, better prices. We could say I got in early there, but I have different entries. Like I'm in profit because I have different entry prices. If the 4 hour flips, yeah, then this thing will go up. But the 4 hours still got some time. It could flip. Like, yeah, the 4 hour could flip. You would need to try to hold that out. That's gonna take some time. Like I said, like it's like kind of hour by hour, seeing how the hour goes. If this hour can close, next hour. If this hour closes strong and next hour goes up, then that gives you more confidence for the 4 hour to maybe flip. Like if this hour closes strong, if this hour can close strong, going into like the next hour, then you probably know, okay, a 4 hour is more likely to flip. fluctuating. Like I said, it's fluctuating. It's setting up at this low, right? This low here. It's that low. Because we did liquidity grab it, remember? We grabbed the liquidity. This move was significant. That's why I'm trading this setup. I like. I wouldn't have traded it if it didn't look decent, especially on live. Live. Otherwise, I probably would have sent. Otherwise, I probably would have just sent a signal this morning. I sent some signals this week. I mean, Inner Circle's lifetime access. Anyone who joins my Inner Circle gets lifetime access, and I'm a man of vision, and there's a lot of value inside. Whether I stream or not, there's value there, and people get results on their own. Whether I stream, whether I send markups or not, there's enough value and information there that people are getting results on their own. It's lifetime access. A year from now, it's gonna look completely different than it looks like right now. So just keep that in mind. I'm a man of vision. So there's a meaning behind that. It's lifetime access. So no matter what the price is, it's always going to be lifetime access. But I'm always going to be upgrading, improving, and adding things to my Inner Circle every couple months. So it's not just one of those things that you'll just buy once and that's it. It's going to be ongoing. Yeah, gold was just in profits there. Like, again, it's up to you. Like, you could scalp it. If you get those good pushes back up, you could scalp it and call it a day. Try to reposition. It's kind of it's still at that low, holding that low. You could try to scalp it, try to reposition yourself. It did go in a good bit of profit there. Like I wasn't up a lot, but when it was just at like 23 hours. Doesn't have a wick on this hour, bottom wick. This candle hasn't created a bottom wick. It's just a body. Let me see something. There's no bottom wick on this candle. Just a body. There is on every other time frame. More so. That 20 level, notice that like 20 level, we're back above 20 level. I held like the 15. Same time as yesterday. Look at this. We're at the same price. Same candle. Same time, 11. Yeah, 11 to 11 there. Same price, same time as yesterday. Right here. Same price, same time as yesterday. Exact same, look at that, exact same time there. Same movements, if you look at it. It was yesterday. 615 breaking structure here. We had some structure. We broke this high, and we're breaking this high. Looking interesting. Yesterday, same price, same time here. The low's holding, ladies and gentlemen. Which is more profitable? $5. Well, $5, $10 level. Both are good, but I'd say your like $25 levels, your $50 levels. Every $50 is going to be very, very. Your $50 levels are very important. Like your 50s, your 50 every $50 is very. That would be the most profitable, I would say. Every $50, not every $5 and $10 is very frequent, right? If you're talking about, it depends on the angle you're looking at, because you have probability, right? Now, you have frequency in the market. You have things that happen frequently, which can still be probable, but you might have things that are more spread out that don't happen as much, that have a higher probability in the sense to them, like every $50. Like a price hitting 33.50 and 3300 might be more significant than a price hitting every $5 as often as it does. As often as a price like 3300 is going to get hit, whereas as often as every $5 and $10 level is going to get hit. Right? A price like $3,300 isn't going to get hit as often as every $5 is. Every $5 is getting hit on an hourly basis, right? In a way, when you look at it. So when you're measuring the significance of a price, it's also the distance of a price, like the spread out of it. Like every $50, the farther spread out, the better, the more profitable, the higher probability, if that makes sense. Because like 3,300, how many times are you going to be at 3,300? 3,300, how many times is the market going to be at 3,300 versus 05, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 45, 50, until it gets to a 50 or something like that. If that makes sense. To answer your question. TP, I used to say tomorrow, but man, I don't know. Are we yo, what is going on right now with everything? Crazy times. Yo, there we go. I'm not getting too excited yet. I'm not too excited yet. I'll be excited maybe if it goes like 33.25 or 33.26. It's a decent push. We got a good push. Are you guys? Did anybody catch it? TP? I know you guys are always asking me about TPs. Fucking open TP. Close your trade. Close your trade. I think like 33.28, 33.30 it could go to if we hold. See where we get maybe in the next hour. We just got a bit of a push up. Like I said, you could scalp it if you want, or try to hold the setup to see if it goes longer like yesterday. Like it's literally in the same spot it was yesterday, making the same price action, similar I would say to yesterday. Same price, same time. So look, like 10 a.m. yesterday reversed. It's starting reversal. It could potentially go up into like 1 p.m. The 4 hour, I'm looking at my phone right now. The 4 hour starting to turn green. The candle on the 4 hour. I'm looking at my phone at the moment. Yeah, 4 hours starting to turn green. It's not like it's starting to. We could maybe anticipate that it will. There's still time on it. It's not good to always do that. It's not good to always try to guess the candle all the time. Like the more time on the charts, the better you can get at kind of doing that, like anticipating what the candle is going to close as. Like the 4 hour is like turning green, but it's not fully finished yet. I'm wondering if the 4 hour flips green. The low we got on today, and we talked about the low, right? The low got swept. So far, like the low is holding. Maybe we'll give it some breathing room. So far, the low's holding, right? What we talked about when we got on. So far, the low's holding. I think I'm gonna go to the gym. Yeah. What do you got? Well, folks, we're chilling for now. It's a good setup. If you caught entries, you could be in profit. You should be in profit, especially if you caught lower entries. Like I said, I ran it down pretty much for the morning a lot. The low's still holding. This hour so far rejecting above 33.20. We could possibly get some like continuation up, like we see to the left here. Over here, these candles, how price went up. We could possibly get more movement up like that. This area looks like it's holding support. I would even price could even try to come back into this area and form like it could try to pull down, form a wick and close. Like it's definitely in a buy territory from that low. I'm gonna hold my trades and see what it does maybe over the next hour or two. The next hour, end of London session is London session ends in like 40 minutes, 12 p.m. This 4 hour has hour 37 minutes left on it. Maybe the 4 hour can flip. I'm gonna hold on, see what happens. Like if it pushes back up, you could again try to take profits, scalp it. Market's obviously been just giving us some bounces here. It's done that same move a couple times, is what I mean. Like it's done that same move a couple times. It kind of came back. So I could try to keep doing that, pull back. I'm gonna hold on to what I got open and see what it does over the next 37 minutes and then hour. I'm not gonna stay on for the rest of that. Chill it out. I'm gonna give this chart. I've been on for what time is it? We've been on for almost 2 hours now. I was trying to push up from the looks of it. That low again. If you're in profit or you get back in profit like there, you could take profit always, scalp it, call it a day, come back tonight. We'll be on tonight. But the low so far holding. Ideally, that's what we wanted to see this morning, was if this low could hold. So far it is. Maybe it's going to create bigger movement off, but it needs some time from the looks of that. Like it's trying to. That's all I really saw this morning. Like I don't see another setup that if anything else happens. Like I could see this candle coming down, maybe even creating a wick and coming back and making the same move, like trying to work that area. Only other thing I think I would see if this area doesn't hold would be like down here. The same thing kind of happening at this low. There's a low down here at the market, down here, this low. It's a bit far away. So that's all I really see this morning for where price is again, the only thing that makes sense for this morning to look at for me. Yeah, like I don't really see anything else that's like, okay, if it does this, dude. Like if it just goes down, it's like, okay, where's it gonna be at? It's gonna be at this low then, or maybe taking that low out, right? Like if it goes down, like if price goes down, look at all the arrows I got on the chart now. If price goes down, it's gonna come to this low, or pretty much try to do the same thing it's doing with this low. Come to it, take it out, maybe retest it. Like price isn't really it's kind of just in one spot right now where I only see one thing. Sometimes I'll see two things. Like last night, for instance, like it could be in spots where you might see like different scenarios. Like price could do this before it does this, right? Like last night. Stretching. I did like pull-ups and dips, yeah. I worked out. Oh yeah, I worked out last night. Yeah, that's what I am. I'm worked. I'm not tired. I'm just worked. I'm not tired. I'm just like worked. I'm not tired. Just like worked. I feel like worked. Oof. Like, there's times where you're on the chart and it's like, okay, there's this and this. Maybe like there's more than one scenario. I don't really see that right now. Maybe tonight. We'll be on tonight. I'll be in Inner Circle tonight. I'm on YouTube right now. I'll be in my Inner Circle tonight at 10 p.m. We were supposed to be live at 7 a.m. today, but it's a good thing we weren't. Let me tell you that. We might have been buying up here. Maybe not. I probably would have been like selling, to be honest. Like I probably would have been like more cautious up there because I was thinking sells. Remember, first, I told myself if I'm gonna buy this thing, I'm waiting for it to come to this low. And I followed my plan this morning. It came to the low. I bought it. Maybe it goes up, and we fucking celebrate tonight. All right, tomorrow. We'll see. I'll be on tonight though. It's back up. See, it's doing it again. It's back at 23. I'm still holding my trades. Again, if you're up and you want to call it a day, you could scalp it, take your profit if you want. It's up to you. I'm gonna hold my trades. Scalping is just like a mindset. Like it's like okay, like you don't care about how many pips you get. It's just like let me get out. I'm in profit. Get out. It's a mindset as well as just like style. The style is like quick, right? If you're scalping, scalpers don't really care about how many pips they get. They just like getting those reactions, like boom, it goes up or it goes down. Let me get out. That's scalpers in the market. If you're more of a day trader, you might hold this for the day or intraday, like maybe the rest of the day. If you're a swing trader, you hold it till tomorrow, or you try to, type of thing. Oh yeah. What's target? Back 2 weeks, same area. TP is profit. TP is profit. TP is like try to figure out what's going on with all this Iran and Israel stuff. Holy, I've been seeing so much like I don't know if it's propaganda or news or like been seeing so much of it that it's like every other day it's a new thing that you're like, what? I didn't hear that. Israel, Iran, USA. So much stuff going on with that. It's like, man, what's next? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Apparently they're gonna lower the interest rates as well, sooner than later. That might be interesting as well. This market, 2025 market, is built different. The 2025 market, I'll tell you, is on one. We got the president of the world, Donald Trump, president of the world. We got president of the United States. Nah, man, he's basically like president of the world right now. President of the markets. That guy. His phone. Someone gotta take away that phone. Someone gotta take away his phone from him. The guy, man, he's this Truth Socials. Yeah, low still holding. Price has been interesting. Last time we were here, look at it. Interesting. Very, very similar. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting there. Eh? It's doing the same thing it did over here. See that? We're in profit now. I think this is the this is the biggest I've seen. Yeah, there we go. The biggest number I've seen. Oh, a little bit. Oh, right when I say that, it pulls back. Never mind. Yeah, here it's like similar price action. So realistically, like that low, low could hold. If this low holds, it's like it's in a pretty interesting territory here overall. But you can see similar price action and structure. Literally how it made this low, went up, made a high, pulled back into that low. Boom. Made this low, made this high, pulled back into the low. Boom. Ended up making a higher high from there, coming back. Ended up making a higher high from there, coming back. Similar to what you have over there to the left. That's why I'm also looking for a bounce off this low, right? When I look at over here, this low. Yeah, we definitely got a bounce this morning. We definitely got that bounce on price. Maybe over the next bit we can get a stronger reaction, but I think I'm gonna wrap it up for the morning, guys. Not much more to talk about. Like, just gonna watch price, gonna hold on for a bit and see how much longer the low holds. If we get a bit bigger of a move off of it, like I said, up to you. You could always scalp it, take profit. I know if you got in, you should be in profit. Crypto's dumping. What do you know? We might have had a bull trap. Might have been a bull trap recently. Summer's still chop around, flush down one more time. Like this looks like it's gonna come down and then do another recovery. We'll watch gold for now, until then. But yeah, yo, gold. Let's see what it's doing before I get off here. I'm gonna get off it in a little bit. If you guys have any questions, I'll check the chat. Maybe there's some questions that I didn't see or anything. I answered a few before. There was a couple questions I answered earlier. Not all of them. RSI oversold. Okay, I'm gonna answer a couple questions before I get off here. Wrap it up soon. I'll be in my inner circle tonight at 10 o'clock p.m. 10 o'clock's nighttime's been a good. 10 p.m.'s been a good time. I mean, to do analysis. But I think we're gonna wrap it up here, guys, in a bit, shortly. We'll see. Sometimes I say that and then I'm on like 2 hours later. Literally. I'll usually say that and then. Gold. If it rips up in like the next 5 minutes, I'll probably end up staying on. What? Someone asked if I used oh. Start plugging into videos in Inner Circle. Sudden lapses of psychology where I end up ruining months of work in about 20 minutes. It's called a plateau. That's when you get ahead of yourself. Plateau. That's the thing about the markets. The markets can be very seasonal. You might have seasons where you perform better than you do too. The thing about the markets is like you could have 4 months in the year that you're just like fucking ripping it, and that 4 months could make your year if you were efficient in there. Like 1 year I made like 575,000, but it wasn't in a year. It was in like 4 to 6 month period. It was like good seasons of the market conditions. The trends were flowing right. Like I knew what trend we were in. It was like a 3 month downtrend. I was in August of 2022 where we were just in a bear trend all August in 2022, literally. And it was just like, where's that downtrend? This downtrend, this was such a good season for me, where in that season, I knew where the market was. It was in a down. I was just catching sells all in there, I remember, and going with the whole trend. And buys, I would catch buys on the lower lows. Anytime it made a lower low, I would take. Anytime it made a lower low in structure, I would take a buy. In that season, I made more money than like I would, like looking at long, like because it was a season of the market. Like you're gonna have seasons. I remember the buys I would take if it went lower. Every time it went lower. There's different seasons where the market may be moving a certain way and you're just on it. You're on that right trend. You're adapted to the environment. You know the flow of the market. Especially when you've been trading for 10 years. When I've been trading for 10 years, so I've recognized certain periods in the year where I performed better than others, where I have growth, where I'm profitable more than others over time. Part of trading is being profitable isn't about trading every day or all the time. Like you could have a really good 3 months, a really good month and be like, yo, this month was very effective and to be a part of the year. Like some of the best traders take like 5 trades a month. They don't always trade. Some of the most profitable ones, but they're efficient when they do. I mean, usually you're gonna value your results more when you lose them than when you're acquiring them. So whatever amount of money you're working towards, whatever goals you have, whatever type of money you want to make, you're going to value it more when you lose it, usually. So if you're working towards a number, if there's like a number you're working towards, like let's say you want to reach $10,000, but every time, I don't know, maybe, let's say there's a number you're trying to reach, like you're trying to reach $10,000, but every time you get close to there, you just fuck shit up. It's like a plateauing. Maybe you're doing good for months, but you're trying to do even better. You're trying to go for more and more and more, and maybe you just have to have a stopping point when you reach certain productivity done, certain result achieved, certain growth achieved. Like the money you make in the market is not going to be as valued until you after you lose it. You'll value the money you make more after you lose it. So while you have it, it's maybe not as valuable to you until after you lose it. So it's good to know where you are, even though you might want to trade more, make more money, where you are could be a perfect position, because if you lose it all, you might be like, damn, why don't I just not trade? Sometimes doing nothing is just the art of keeping your money, not always being on the charts, maybe not always being glued to the charts, looking for setups every time of the day, not always looking at price. I don't know, you gotta look at the months of work. Obviously, if you can do months of work, whatever, if this is 0 to 4 months, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and you can make yourself money, however many months it was, but all that's gone in 20 minutes, you have to look at that 20-minute situation, what decisions you made in that 20 minutes. Because if in 20 minutes you ruin months of work, how are you feeling? How are you feeling in that 20 minutes before you took the trades? Were you having a bad day? Were you upset? Did someone piss you off? How are you feeling? Were you tired? Were you not? Were you just guessing trades? Were you over trading? Were you revenge trading? Did you lose money before that and you were eager to make it back? So that's what caused that 20 minutes. So did you lose something? Did you lose something and be like, I need to make it back? Right? You maybe have to evaluate the decisions you made as just a human and what got you into that situation of losing months of work in 20 minutes. Because that's pretty normal in trading. Especially. It's normal in trading. That's the shitty part in trading. Where if you get ahead of yourself, if your emotions get in control, you can make decisions that could ruin months of work, realistically. A lot of people plateau trying to hit numbers. So me, in 2018, it was in 2017, 2018, 10,000. So when I was like 17 years old, $10,000 seemed like a lot of money to me. It was like, if I can get to 10K, like I wanted to get to 10K. I wanted to get to 10K USD in my account. I would get to 4,800. I would get to 5,800. I would get to 7,000. I would get to 6,000. I would grow, I would get my account up to these types of numbers. I would always get close to 10,000. I always wanted to get to 10,000. I was like, if I can get to 10,000 in my account balance, it changes the game for me, because then I knew I would be risking $300 on a trade, $400, $500, $200 on a trade, right? But every time I closely arrived there, I would fuck shit up. Every single time I would get close to that number, I would always mess things up. And I started to catch on to that. That's why I'm having these conversations with you. Because I started to catch on to that to myself. I started to notice every time I got close to my goal, I would get excited. I would get overly excited. I would get more and more excited. So I started to notice, because I spent years trying to get to $10,000. Imagine being 16, 17, 18 years old in your mom's basement trying to get your money to 10K. A kid out of high school, fucking in my mom's basement, fucking going to work every day, trying to fucking grow an account to 10K. 10K was my goal. 10K. I would always try to get an account to 10K. I was like, if I can get to 10K USD, I was an 18-year-old, 17-year-old in Canada. At the time, 10,000 USD was a lot of money to me. Now I'll lose $10,000 in a day. So it's different. Times have changed. So I remember those times. There was always a destination I wanted to arrive at, a goal that I always had, and I would work towards it. I would spend months working towards it at times, and every time I got near it, I would get really, really excited. And I noticed, like, over time of recognizing this behavior, I noticed, like, I would trade differently every time I got close to it. So when I started getting close to my goals, I realized I had to just stop at some point. Like, just stop. Just take like a stopping point. Like, not try to continue. So I saw what someone said in the chat. From experience, I would always plateau. I remember trying to get to $10,000. It was like the ceiling I always had for a bit. It was like a ceiling. It was basically like a ceiling that could never get through. Like I could never it was there, and it was probably the most frustrating 3 years ever. It wasn't. Progress is basically like a circle. You know, we think progress, you know, when you're making progress, obviously, but progress is basically like a circle for some periods of times. When, if, time, progress, if we were to measure, sometimes progress looks like this: circles. Kind of going in circles along the way. Those circles that you make, progress to me is more like going in circles along the way until you have your boom, your breakthrough. It's more like a lot of times going in even in circles, and that's where you learn a lot along the way too, about yourself, about the markets, about what you can do, what you're capable of. For me, I had a ceiling for a while in my trading, and it would be like I could grow an account, I could flip an account over 3-4 months of time. I could, you know, these plateaus you may hit, and you might be getting excited when you reach your goals or you come close to them, and it might enable you to start acting differently. So there's different ways to track your progress and what you do, how, like, along the way. Most people, I've seen a lot of people quit. Like, it's slow progress, but most people quit due to slow progress, not realizing it's still progress. Most people will quit due to slow progress. I never had that mindset. I realized at a young age, like, slow progress is still progress. You have to look at where you are now. You know how most people, same face fun, yeah. Yeah, see, I said that. I said I was gonna wrap it up, and then I'm still on. You know how most people have a New Year's resolution? Like, I remember January and February, the gyms would be packed. Now, not as. No. Most people have a New Year's resolution, right? You know, the new me, new year, new me. I mean, realistically, like, you could become a better version of yourself every month, progressing yourself mentally, more disciplined. The reason most people fail on a New Year's resolution is because they don't work towards it monthly. They wait for a new year and they expect the universe is just gonna take that new year, new me. If you want a new year, new me, you gotta just work on becoming a new version of yourself every month. So that, like, next time people see you, it's like, who are you? Like, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck, like, type of shit. You'll see, everyone talks about that. You want a New Year's resolution, just focus on becoming a better version of yourself every month. You can do that every day. You're not gonna figure it all out overnight. To do that, you gotta just master the moment, master the day. Like, I wrote something on my story the other day. I have a private page. Some of you guys might follow it. Forget where I put it. I don't even know where I put it. Forget where I put it. What's gold doing? I don't know. You guys tell me what it's doing. Today it's doing what I wanted it to do. I forget where I put it. Yeah, I forget. I have too much stuff. What's gold doing? I don't know. It's going up. Where is it? I wrote something the other night. I get in my head sometimes. W's in the chat, fam. W's in the chat. All right, we're up. There we go. Oh, yeah. Look at the 1 hour. Let's see how she goes. W's in the chat, fam. Who caught it? Come on. Still only 44 likes, 652 views. 400. Damn, man. Haters gonna hate. And I caught a trade, yo. Damn. Gold's up, gold's up, gold's up. There we go, yo. W's in the chat, fam. Post it in Discord or something. Come on. That shit fires me up. That shit fires me up. So celebrate the wins. I'll celebrate the loss. Hey, I talk about my losses. That could have been an L today. And then I would have been explaining why. It was a good setup. The setup was there. The setup was there. The setup was there. The setup was there. The low. W's in the chat, fam. W's in the chat. Come on, who caught the trade? Who's still holding? I'm still holding. I'm still holding the buys. Come on. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Bruh. She's pumping now. There we go. It's 11:54. What time is it? It's about to be 12 p.m. in the noon. Anyone still holding? Anyone still holding? Did anyone get in? Let me know. Let me know if you're still holding. I'm still on. I said I was going to wrap it up, but no, next thing you know, I'm still on an hour later. Yep, literally. She's pumping now. Come on. Come on, Lee. Come on, Lee. Hourly, 5 minutes left. The hourly's moving strong. Same price, same time it was yesterday. If you look at yesterday, I said this when we got on too. Like, look at yesterday. 9, 10 in the morning. Today, 9. London bearish. I'm not even gonna go. Oh, there's a little training. There's a little training exercise we could do here. I got some videos to make today. I got like 4 or 5 videos I gotta make today from this week. Like, I don't want to give you guys all the sauce. I'm gonna drop some videos in Inner Circle though, in the next 48 hours. Today's Thursday, Friday, so by the weekend, by Saturday, I gotta record some videos. Maybe by Saturday, cause there was some good guys. Like, look at this week. I'll come back to this. I found it. I found where the quote is. I wrote it. I'll come back to this. Bro, this week, pretty on point. I sent some signals this week too. With these market conditions, I'm probably just, like, the market's crazy right now, guys, so I'm probably just gonna send like 2, maybe 3 a week. And I do live analysis every day, and sometimes we take trades live. Like, we did a sell live the other night. I called that. I said I was taking this sell the other night. If you're on the live stream, we took a sell literally live as well. Right now, I'm on YouTube public. I'm on public YouTube right now. I just said, you know what? Let's drop the link today. Right now with the market conditions, I'm probably gonna keep it like 2, 3 signal. You know, conservative. Less is more. If you guys remember, like, Gold Watch days, I would literally set like 2, 3 signals a week on average, and I had everybody catching bags. So, if you guys remember those days, basically. Similar to that, like, that's usually like how I like to operate when it comes to like sending ideas, because I'm on the charts every day with you guys multiple times a day, so I go over enough analysis that if you guys pay attention, like this buy is from last night's markup. This buy is from last night's markup. So if I didn't stream, like think about if I didn't stream this morning, if I slept, what if I slept in today? Damn, it would have been a bad day to sleep in. If I didn't stream, like think about this buy though right now. Like I give you guys the clues. So I'm gonna give you guys the clues. All right, this buy is literally from last night's stream. An inner circle. Inner circle we streamed 13 hours ago. Right here. See? 13 hours ago. Inner circle, we were live. This buy that we're in, a lot of us are in. I see the chat. Good stuff. Is from last night's. They plan your trade. Trade your plan. I planned my trade 13 hours ago. They're just following up with it, following through, and the market stuck with it. I have different entries. I got an entry at 33.16, 33.18, 33.20, 33.21. So I have different entries in profit right now. I have multiple entries because like I explained, I don't put a full position at one price. I try to scatter a couple entries at different prices. So the lowest entry I had was 33.16. It's at 33.25 right now, pushing. We up now. Good trade, guys. Well, I think now I could call it a day. Now I think I can call it a day. I didn't want to get off. I was gonna get off, but yeah, I'm over here licking my lips. Over here. Over here. Damn, shorty. Shorty's looking. She's looking thick right now, eh? Yeah, that's a nice candle. It's like yesterday to the left here. It might do this. Look at what it did here. Like this price action, it could see this price action to the left. It's literally mimicking the price to the left, like same price, same time yesterday. I have some good training videos I'm gonna make on this today, tomorrow. I'll spend some time. Yeah. I'm on public right now. Did I drop the link? I dropped the link in my inner circle. This stream's public, but I don't even think I didn't drop the link in. Oops. I dropped the link in my inner circle. Did I? Yeah, I did. 9:37. And in school. This is public, but I didn't put the link out there for the public. My bad. We've been here. Turn your notifications on. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn your notifications on. Yo, smash the like button also, guys. Like 47 likes. Come on, we had like 700 views this session. Like, jeez. And I called the fire trade. That's probably going to keep going up. Now the 4 hours flipping. Mamma mia. You guys killing me. 47 likes. Huh. Have you guys seen all the new videos on YouTube? Bruh. We posted more in the last month than we posted in the last like 4 months. Alright? And there's more coming. Go check out. I'm gonna upload more, but you guys gotta go check out all these videos. Smash the like buttons on them. Drop a comment. Because I got the hard drive. I got a lot more videos loading. There's some good videos that have been posted recently. Check them out if you haven't seen them. Check them out. Gold made a good move this morning for us, guys. We're in profit. You could close your trade, take partials, call it a day if you want, or try to hold for one more hour. That is up to you. It was a good trade. Solid move for the day. For the time being, we've been on the chart. We've been on, how long we been on? 2 hours, 27 minutes. If you're trying to hold for another hour, like the market could potentially, it's pushed up, it's reversed. The next hour could potentially go up. It could be even like a swing. Like you could scalp, like it could be a scalp, like I said, an intraday trade. But if you're trying to like day trade it, if you're trying to like day trade it could potentially, like, the hour close bullish. Next hour could go up. We could maybe even get the next 2 hours go up. I could make a whole. I think I could make a whole educational series on this week. I'm gonna make like. I think I'm gonna literally make like. With this week, I think I could make like 5-6 videos. Maybe I could make a whole course on this. I could make a course on this week. This week alone, I could literally make a course. Just with this week of price. This week, bro, pretty on point this week. Like, go study the sessions. Those of you guys who have the sessions, like, if you look at even this, you could have took a sell at 33.50. We're taking this. We took this buy. Think about what I have marked up here. 33.50. Come down to the low. We literally just traded into that low right here. 33.50 is up here. That was last night. That's 33.50. You go listen to that part. I'm literally saying. I think we could possibly get some rejection off of 33.50. Maybe come down here. And I'm saying if I buy, I want to buy down there. Brubs. If you're trying to hold, like, you could take profit. You could take profit right now, but it's a good trade to take profit on if you're just day trading, calling it a day. Look at the hourly. I'm giving you guys kind of the clues here. 4 hours flipping bullish. 2 hour bullish. 1 hour is bullish. So daily. Yesterday's daily candle was bullish. So if we look at it from daily down, right now price is at 33.25, quarter level. If we close above that, that could be significant. Daily is low. Daily is at a low. Is low, right? Daily's low. Yesterday's daily was bullish. 4 hour might be flipping bullish. 4 hour candle. 2 hours bullish. 2 hour flip bullish. 1 hour's flip bullish. So the 4 hour might be flipping bullish. The daily is low. Potentially forming support here. Like, it's low on the daily here. The candles are rejecting a bit on the daily. 4 hour might be flipping bullish. 2 hours flipped. 1 hour's flipped. This next 1 hour could potentially go up somewhat like this if we look to the left here. Push up, one more push up. That's what I see. But profitable day, guys. I'm gonna close some trades, but just leave, like, I like to call them sluggers. I'm gonna leave some sluggers. If you guys saw how many entries I had right now, you'd probably be like, what the fuck? I'll take a screenshot. I'll put it in Discord. I have a lot of entries. I fired it down there. It's pretty much full margin. I was like, I'm going light risk, but then, yeah. Is it? No, it's not full margin. Never mind. Nah. This hour could push. Maybe if this hour breaks above 33.25. TP, if you want, like, you could TP now as like a scalp. Like, more like an intraday trade if you're trying to day trade it. 33.30, hey, up to 33.35. Like, see if we get another push up. If you're trying to, like, swing it, could be 33.30. This is a good take profit because it's 33.25 just got tapped. This is one good take profit. If you're trying to swing it longer, next level could be 33.30. I'm gonna wrap it up for the day though, guys. Solid day. Hope you guys enjoyed this session, got value. Made something there. Told you, the low, man, the low. What did I say? That low. The low held. I did say that low. The low, and that was the same low I marked last night on the inner circle session. This low. We actually went underneath it. I even said we could do that. I remember mentioning that already. I even said, oh my Lanta. Look at it. I even said it could go under that low, potentially set up for buys. That's the setup we took this morning, guys. Forward thinking. Candles without wicks. I mean, most candles form the thing. Like so, like yeah, like most candles do form wicks. Like 90% plus of your candles are gonna have a wick on both sides. I mean, it's an interesting thing because it's like it shows you that a candle could form a wick. This is fine now that it didn't. In the moment, it's kind of sketchy. It's like, yo, in the moment, it can be kind of sketchy because it's like, okay, the candle could go back down because it hasn't formed a wick. Most candles like are gonna have wicks on both sides. Like this one doesn't. That's why at one point I was looking at it like, what if it forms a bottom wick? It didn't. Candles that don't form wicks, like I don't have a big thesis of them, and like I'm not overly like. See, there's one here that doesn't have a wick. They're not as strong, but depends where the market is as well. Like this, the market for this is in a really good spot to form support rejection. Would have been better if it formed a wick, if it did something like this and the same candle. Tells me the next candle could come down, or the daily might chop around in this whole area. It's a good point to take profit because it's at 25. Next take profit would be like 30 if you're trying to day trade it. If you're trying to trade it for the rest of the day, like the remainder of the day. The day trading, like market closes, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Market closes in like 5 hours. So like if you're trying to day trade it, maybe go up, push up to like the 30s, closer to the 30s, 33.30. But it's a good take profit right now, I would say. You could take partials or close full. You could take partials and try to day trade it for the rest of the day to like 30. That would be like the next good level. And some of you guys are like more day traders. Some of you guys are full swing traders too. So like if you're a swing trader, like watch your 4 hour. If your 4 hour closes bullish, if you're more of a swing trader, you can keep an eye on this 4 hour candle, right? If you're more of like a swing, you can keep an eye on the 4 hour and see if you get the bullish close. Because if you get a bullish close on the 4 hour, that might be your 4 hour flipping, right? If you're more of like a swing, if you're a swing trader, then like you can have like a different angle or view of it. But if you're just trying to day trade it, maybe get out by the day. 4 hour looks interesting though. Look at the 4 hour. This is the zone I had marked. Yeah, I literally marked this last night, guys. Look at this. Crazy. Red zone and green zone. I had this marked last night. Red zone, green zone. The low here. Crazy. Yeah, there it was, yeah. The 4 hour. If you look at the H4. 4 at H. Patience. So you guys gotta wait for me sometimes. Some of you guys, I see you guys. No worry, I see you guys in DGen chat, all fucking crackheads looking for trades all the time. I see it. I see it. You guys are like me. It's bad. I've turned some of you guys into something. You gotta calm your keisters sometimes. Look at the 4 hour. London bearish, New York bullish. I don't want to give all the sauce, but if you know, you know. If you know, you know. London bearish. If you know, you know. London bearish. Think about it. If you know, you know. Real quick. London bearish, New York bullish. So if you know, you know. There's even YouTube videos about it. If you know, you know. London bearish. Some of you guys. A lot of you guys here should know. Most of you guys here should know because most of you guys are probably in inner circle. Probably 80% of the session or 70% of the people are in like inner circle. Or maybe it's 50-50. 4 hour, if you're like a 4 hour, if you're like a swing trader, like look at your 4 hour. Maybe closing bullish, right? If I do live analysis, I'll give out trades, live analysis, live streaming. I'll tell you guys if there's good setups. Signals, I'm not always sending signals. That's maybe, like I said, especially in these markets. These markets right now are like super volatile. Signals, I only want to send good signals. So if you go look at this week's trades. They were good signals. So even if it's 2 a week, 3 a week, because I'm only looking to send good signals. I'm not looking to send just anything. I'm looking to send like good signals. Probably charts that you guys could look at and you'd probably maybe even agree with the setup. Cherry pick good setups. On average, I would say on average, there'll be weeks where there's more. There'll be times in the year where there's more frequency. But for now, on average, probably 2, 3 a week on average for now, especially with these markets. Especially with these markets, like signals, the way the market's moving, like I do a lot of live analysis with you guys too. Especially with like all the news, just one like it's a lot keeping up with the news, so it's good to just kind of stay out a bit, keep up with the news, figure out what happened. Not spend as much time in trades, maybe more time looking for good setups, spotting good setups. So signals for now, I think on average 2, 3 a week right now will be kind of the rate I'll be working at. Oh yeah, the low held fam. I sound like the Kool-Aid guy there. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Fucking low, guys. What did I tell you about the low last night? 13 hours ago. I told you guys about that low 13 hours ago, all right? I've been awake for the last 14 hours, all right? Look at me. I'm kidding. I'm fucking twitching over here, all right? I told you guys about this low 14 hours ago. Why did I say 11 hours ago? Was it 11 hours ago? Well, that's when I would have finished, maybe. I streamed 14 hours ago. I've been awake since, waiting for this low. All right? I haven't slept. I slept. So it's not random if you're like, why would we take this setup? Why? Like, I kind of had this in mind ahead of time. Worst part is if I was live yesterday for New York session, I'm gonna say it now. I didn't want to say this yesterday, so since we're in profit now, I'm gonna say it. Is if I was live yesterday in New York, we would have caught buys. I missed that. I was pissed off at myself because I was like, if I was live yesterday, we would have been in buys. We would have been in buys yesterday morning if I was live. Well, gold's pushed. It's up. Yeah, it's up more now. Good stuff. 4 hour might flip. What do I have right now? This it's the chart is split. Well, it's the same time frame. It's just I have Oanda on one, forex.com on another. I like to look at the candles of both. There can be a little bit of a distinction, but I like to look at both. One's I'm opening spots for the inner circle. They'll be limited this month. You can check the Instagram link in my bio if you want to join. It's open right now. I haven't announced that to the public. I will one day. So anyone who can find the link in my bio, check it out. Letting you know. I have so many DMs with like, where can I find the inner circle? Where can I find the inner circle? I'm not saying anything about it. I'm not promoting it right now. I'm not saying like it's, if you find the link, take advantage of lifetime access. Like they say, yesterday's price is not today's price. So take advantage. Check out the link in my bio on my Instagram. There's spots open right now. Soon we're going to be opening more spots, but check out the link in my bio. On my IG. Those of you guys don't follow me on IG, make sure you do. Like, there's a lot of fake accounts in the Discord. Like, I'm never going to message. You guys can message me on Instagram. Stay patient. My Instagram, it's verified. I only have one. This _ECABS. Check out the link in my bio. Check out the link in my bio there for more information. I'm live every day. I'm active every day. It's the only thing I'm doing. It's the thing I'm going to be doing for basically the rest of my trading life. I'm 28, so got a long way to go. I would take advantage. It's lifetime access. I'll take advantage because it's lifetime access. You get lifetime access. So however you look at it, if it takes... Most academies are monthly. They charge you monthly and stuff, and you got to pay monthly forever to be there. This is lifetime access. One payment, one time. So it could be, you could look at it like I'm spending $1 for the rest of my life, something like that. You could break it down in years. You could break it down and I could pay this off in a couple months, a month, or whatever it is, but it's lifetime access. So lifetime access. And I'm not gonna say anymore. There's a lot of value, a lot of information. We've been killing it. People have been killing it. Oh, nice. Maria's been doing really good. She's been doing good. I don't always post these testimonials, but even when I don't stream, people are taking the knowledge, learning. There's testimonials all day. That was a good morning. Gold's still pushing a bit. Yeah, if you're looking at the 4 hour, like, they both, like this one closes sooner. The one on the right closes sooner. Well, they're good. Like, they're an hour off their close. Like, one closes an hour earlier. One closes an hour later. This one has 40 minutes left on it, so I can look at this and be like, this is going to close bullish in 40 minutes most likely. Yo, we are pushing. We are pushing. Told y'all. What'd I say? The low, man, the low. Some, you know, you got to trust those lows. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody should be in profit if you're still holding on. Yo, an hour ago, I said I was going to get off. I said an hour ago, I was like, all right, guys, I'm going to give the market some breathing room. I'm going to get off, give the market some breathing room and let it do its thing. And now we're here. Still pushing. I think now I'm going to do that. I think now, guys, I'm going to give the market some breathing room. 33.30 on the way. It looks like 33.30 is on the way. W session today. Right before July, right? You know, right into the month off here. July's coming. July around the corner. Chill. It's the last week of the month, so like chill. If you had a good month, chill. Hit the withdraw button. If you had a good month, hit the fucking withdraw button. Don't wait for next month. New month's coming too. Remember, it's the last week of the month. New month, new setups, new trends, new markets. So like, it's the last week of the month. You got a new month, new mindset. If you had a good month, if you had a good week, withdraw those profits. Wait for next week, wait for next month, right? Maybe try to hold, if you're in this trade, take some partials. Try to hold a small entry for a swing if you want to be in the market still. So you don't have to take another trade because there's probably not a different setup. There's not going to be a different setup now. This thing's moved. The next setup would maybe come tomorrow or, if there is one, right? Remember what I said? I said it's either if this setup doesn't hit, there might be one more or not. Remember that? I was like, remember what I said when I took this trade? I said some things on that line. I was like, if this setup doesn't hit, you know, maybe there's one more or not. So hopefully you guys caught the trade. 33.30 is on the way. You could take profits there, but the 4 hour, if you're a 4 hour trader, like if you're more of a swing type of person, like you could be watching this 4 hour is looking interesting. Is the daily gonna flip back up? No way the daily flips back up. If the daily flips, that's insane. Is the daily gonna flip? And tomorrow go up? Tomorrow might go up. Tomorrow could explode up. Tomorrow could explode. Like go up. Tomorrow could explode. And then boom. Tomorrow could go up. It looks like it's trying to hold 33.25 now. It's like reclaiming 33.25. Tomorrow, if it goes, tomorrow would be like, if it's a swing, like tomorrow would explode potentially. 4 hour looks bullish. 33.30 about to get tapped. I literally said, what did I say? 33.30. Fam. Oh, that's a nice screenshot now. That's a better screenshot. Cute. She's rolling. I have a fuck ton of entries down there. I'm up $800. So it's alright. If this swings though, like this thing's only at 28. If this went to like 50, 60, this would be a big trade. If this turned into a swing, ooh, yeah, this would be these would all be up like $300 each. Whoa. All right, well, you guys can do what you want with your trade. I'll give you guys some decisions right now. You could close full profit, take partials. So you could close full. Like if you're in a trade, you have decisions you can make. Just don't let it turn into a losing trade. That's one thing in a position like this. Rule number one is don't let a winner turn to a loser. All right, that's one thing. Don't let a wiener. All right. You could, in a position like this, when you're in a trade, because you can't control the market, you can make decisions, right? And realistically, when it comes down to making decisions, you want to make decisions that are like the least emotional for you. So you could close full trade. If that's the least emotional decision for you, then do that. You could close partials, right? / leave a small runner. I like to call them sluggers. It's my little, we call them, leave a slugger. Right? You could go break even, right? As well. You have different decisions. Whatever decision you want to make, like make the least emotional, right? For you in your trading. The one that's going to be the least emotional. Maybe you're looking for the decision that makes you least emotional but still keeps you involved, right? Close partials, leave a small runner, right? 4 hour looks like it's going to close bullish. When 4 hour closes, maybe it's a swing. You could probably get pullback. Doesn't mean you can't get pullbacks still and find different entries as well. Like, interesting times. Nice. Yo, go study that though. You guys should study the habit. You guys should study the last 2 night sessions I did. You guys should study those. Because if you look at how I mark, like, this is forecasting, but like, and I don't always promote this kind of stuff. Like, I tell you guys, you don't always gotta forecast your charts, but there's times you can get on the charts and see multiple things, right? Go study that. Go study that session too. I'm gonna make videos for it too, for you guys in the inner circle. Damn, baby, there we go. Yo. I told y'all. Those are good entries. We caught some. I caught the wick. Like I closed 2 entries at 33.16, but just because they were a little bit bigger. But hey, not bad. Told y'all. Low held, fam. Pushing over 800 now. Yeah. Who caught that trade? I'm gonna drop this in Discord. I'm gonna post it in Pip and Dip. Fam. I know you guys are scared at the beginning. Scared money don't make no money, bitches. Damn, Eric. Fucking Eric over here. Take me to dinner, yo. Oh, that was earlier. Oh, that's a different... Wait, what price is that? Maybe that's like futures price. Caught the wick entry pretty much. Solid stream. I'm out. I'm out, folks. Keep an eye on her. I gave you guys some decisions you can make. It's going to be about it. Leave a runner, if anything, in case it pulls back. We know the 4 hour's setting up potentially for swings. So if it pulls back, it's not like, oh my God, it's going bearish. That could be like, yo, this thing might be setting up again. Right? The 4 hour we know is maybe bullish, turning. There could always be repositions to consider. We're gonna be on tonight. If I have to go on earlier, I'll let you guys know. But same time as usual. If the market, I say if I have to, that depends on the market. If I see a reason to go on earlier, then I'll go on earlier. But 10 p.m. as usual. Like if I don't go on at the time I schedule, it's because we shouldn't be live at that time. I gotta wait. I'm waiting the market out usually, or I slept in because I stayed up all night looking at charts. It's either me being more patient, waiting, and I don't see anything, or I'm jumping on earlier because there's something that we need to look at earlier, or I slept in because I was looking at the charts all night and couldn't sleep. And then like the moment I finally get tired is like when I shouldn't. It's probably that. Might be that. GG. I like to say GG. Chip. GG. 33.30 tapped. Like I said, it's literally at 33.30 exactly right now. Solid. You can take profits. I gave you guys some decisions you can make. Don't let it turn into a losing trade. Close full trade, close partials, leave a small runner, or break even. I'll be on tonight. If I have to go on earlier, that depends on the market, how the market kind of looks. It'll be the same link. I'll just be on a bit earlier if I have to. I'll let you guys know, but same time as usual. Tonight I'll be back on. I'm out. Peace. That's it for today. Solid stream, yo. Solid stream.